Hi, welcome back to the Falcon's Nest. I'm John Walker, your new Captain America. You're immediately going to hate me since you've seen my face, but I'm going to try and win your sympathy over by making you feel that, oh, I just want to do what's best for the job. And as soon as I've got you there, that's when I'm going to act like a jerk. Go America!
Welcome back, everyone, to the Falcon's Nest. So last time on the Black Falcon and White Panther, they basically reenacted the plot of Weird Al's video Trapped in a Drive-Thru for a good 20 minutes by basically staring at each other non-stop. So he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and then he said, "I'm sorry, what did you want again?" I said, "Ketchup!" But yeah, all that aside from that and the blatant shipping and fanfiction material they put in there. Last episode, a lot happened, plot-wise. Bucky finally met up with Sam. They're going after the Flag Smashers. They encountered the Flag Smashers. Shit went down. They ran into the new Captain America, and while they try to set it up that he might be a likable guy, it's pretty apparent he's not going to be liked. Well, let's all face it.
And he's going to be government man from the government.
Pretty much. And unfortunately, we encountered a lot of uncomfortable racist aspects of our country, which nobody should be, a stranger to by now. And now it is up to Sam and Bucky to hunt down the Flag Smashers before the new Captain America gets to them first. And to do this, they are going to meet up with an old bad guy. So pretty much, yeah, I kind of figured Zemo would probably still be in solitaire, assuming this isn't like a trap or something. Although very might will be, like whole Joker setup. Something tells me something like that's gonna go down. Either this is gonna be a trap and he's gonna spring it on them once they start talking to him, or they're gonna find a way to conveniently make it so that he escapes. So yeah, today's episode is Power Broker. It's pretty much a race in arms to see who gets to the terrorist organization first. I'm kind of hoping we focus a little more on the Flag Smashers and what their ultimate goal is, really. Because we know that they've been stealing super soldier serum. I'm guessing they're probably going to give it to more of the masses, probably create their own army just so they can take over governments, put things back the way they were during the blip. That's what I'm guessing. Other than that, I can expect a lot more Sam Bucky shenanigans. Little side note, so we went shopping at Hot Topic, and whoo boy, they sold out fast. This was the only shirt we could find there.
At least in store.
Yeah, in store. Thankfully, there's a lot more online. Hot Topic surprisingly has a big array of things, not just Falcon Winter Soldier, but also WandaVision. I actually bought an Agatha All Along shirt. I can't wait till that thing comes. And I finally got my Falcon material. I bought 2 shirts, and I think there was a Funko Pop. I didn't get that yet, but I definitely want it once it goes on sale. But, oh man, I'm so happy. So next time you see me, I'll be all decked out in Falcon gear. It's going to be awesome. Anywho, let's get started, shall we, with Episode 3, Power Breaker. Play. I just realized when you think about it, Sam hasn't had 7 years worth of income, even though the bank said he only didn't have 5.
Okay then. Helping you back into your homes and jobs. Helping you navigate changes to society, laws, and borders. Helping you...
Feels like one of those, medicine commercials.
GRC. Reset. Restore. Rebuild.
May cause sore throat, fatigue, and possibility of death.
It's bullshit. We know she came through here. Now where'd she go?
Ooh.
Do you know who I am?
Dude, don't go pulling that shit.
Yes, I do, and I don't care.
Ooh.
He's just so set. Alright. Just set.
I'm surprised they're allowing this.
Why? Because you're an Avenger. We have a history together. Trust me. I got it.
I see nothing going wrong with this. Ooh, he's in shadow. How mysterious.
I knew he'd open with that.
Damn, Zemo, you've seen better days.
What are you
you talking about. You want to break Zemo out of jail. Where the hell are we? Okay,
God damn it.
We have no leads, no moves, nothing. He blew up the UN. He killed King T'Chaka and framed you for it. Did you forget that? You think the Wakandans forgot about it? It's a rhetorical question. They didn't.
Yeah, they gonna beat your ass when they find out.
Pushing you off the deep end.
He's also been stuck in there alone for 5 years, don't forget.
And if 2 prisoners start fighting, then the protocol says 4 guards have to respond. So why would 2 prisoners randomly start fighting at that moment? Who knows?
Yay, prison riot!
These things escalate.
Honestly, it doesn't take much to set up a prison riot.
Parts slipped down the hallway or 2. And as the fire alarm got tripped while the prisoners were being separated, someone could use the chaos to their advantage.
As brilliant as this plan is, Bucky, you're a fucking moron.
I don't like how casual you're being about this. Where are we? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing here? I didn't want to tell you because I knew you wouldn't let this happen, okay? What did you do? You're going back to prison. If I may. No!
You pulled off this plan way too easily.
Sokovia Accords. Okay, Zemo. Where do we start?
Oh my god.
I will trust this guy. I will trust him.
So they won't work with the new Captain America, but they'll work with this guy.
Collected by family.
At least they know where he stands.
I guess.
Something people Hydra recruited. First stop is a woman named Selby. Mid-level fence I still have a line on. From there we climb.
Now we're just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
All this time you've been rich? The Baron said my family was royalty until your friends destroyed my country.
How convenient that he's rich. This guy's technically been Batman this whole time. It actually makes a lot more sense.
I was just fascinated by this. I don't know what to call it, but this part seems to be important. Who is Nakajima? She touched that again, I'll kill you. I told him about Trouble Man. He wrote it in that book. Did you hear it? What'd you think? I like 40s music, so. You didn't like it? I liked it. It is a masterpiece, James. Complete. Comprehensive. It captures the African-American experience. He's out of line, but he's right. It's great. Everybody loves Marvin Gaye. I like Marvin Gaye. Steve adored Marvin Gaye. The danger with people like him, America's super soldiers, is that we put them on pedestals. Watch your steps, Zemo. They become symbols, icons, and then we start to forget about their flaws. From there, cities fly, innocent people die, movements are formed, wars are fought.
He's not wrong.
He's not hiding.
Right. James, you will have to become someone you claim is gone.
Oh boy. He's gonna put on the costume.
We have to do something about this. I'm the only one who looks like a pimp. Fashion-forward black man looks like a pimp. They look exactly like the man you're supposed to be playing, a.k.a. the Smiling Tiger. He even has a bad nickname.
Oh my god. This is feeling a lot like Batman Forever, Batman and Robin with all the neon lights and stuff.
Oh my god.
It's gonna give him snake venom.
Ooh,
Oh
cut out
god.
the snake.
Oh, don't do it, don't do it. Oh gosh.
Suspicion.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Got word from on high. You ain't welcome.
Oh no, he's being recorded. God damn.
Didn't take much for him to fall back at the farm.
Where's everybody whips out the guns.
You good?
Like zoned out for a moment. kind of music is this?
You're taller than I'd heard. Smiling type, huh? What's the offer?
Tell us what you know about the super soldier serum, and I give you him. Along with the code words to control him, of course. He will do anything you want.
Oh God.
Well, that's the Zemo I remember.
Ooh.
Answer it. On speaker.
No. Sam, why don't you turn off your damn phone?
Whoa.
Hey, we need to talk about this situation. It's been driving me nuts.
What situation exactly are you talking about?
Are you high?
Our situation is the only situation me and you have.
What situation, Sarah? Say it.
The damn boat. And watch your tone, okay?
I'll let you slide the bank.
I'm gonna have that banker killed.
Cass, what I tell you about the Cheerios? I don't have time for this.
Sam, I'm sorry. Let me call you back.
Sam.
Son of a bitch, you're doing so well.
Kill them.
Whoa. Oh, damn.
This is not good.
Wait a minute.
Hang on.
Is it who I think it is?
The guardian angel.
Hang on
Well,
a sec.
this is too perfect.
There she is.
Hi, Sharon.
Drop it, Zemo.
So what are you doing here?
I stole Steve's shield, remember? I also took the wings for your ass so that you could save his ass from his ass. Like you hadn't had the Avengers to back me up.
Sharon, we need your help. Please.
This is over. I have a place in Hightown. You should be safe there for a while.
Hate to say it, but she really has no reason to help them.
No.
I wouldn't blame her if she threw their asses to the curb.
Monet, Van Gogh, classic. It's true. You know, half the artwork in museums like the loot is fake. Real stuff sits in places like this. Okay, guys, I see what you're doing. You're more worldly than good old Sam. Yeah. What's Google say? No shit.
Come on, you guys need to finish. I'm hosting clients in an hour. By the way, how is the new cat?
Don't get me started.
I into all that stars and stripes bullshit.
I can get your name cleared.
How are you gonna do that?
You haggling with my life?
Not like that.
They cleared the bionic staring machine.
I heard that.
That's charity.
You help us out, and I'll get your name cleared.
You can't even get a bank loan. How are you gonna get her name cleared? Is it just me? Does this feel more like a Fast and Furious movie than like what we've been watching?
I haven't watched any of the Fast and Furious movies, so I can't say.
Hey, Sharon, you sure this is the right one?
It's completely empty.
Positive it has to be.
Trap. And the dogs. Again, the questionable music. What's up, bitch?
Dr. Nick, who are you?
Hi, Dr. Nick.
We know you created the super soldier serum.
How about a counter proposal? Make me a better offer and don't talk.
Guys,
Poof, you're a better offer.
It was a trap.
Oh.
Oof. Damn. Ooh. Right in the back. Ooh.
Ooh.
Right in the arm. If here's a third guy with a knife, I'll be impressed.
Hey, okay. When Hydra fell, I was recruited by the CIA. They had blood samples from an American test subject with semi-stable traces of serum in his system.
Oh.
After much labor, I was able to isolate the necessary compounds.
How many vials did you make?
20.
You got busy.
Carly Morgenthau stole those.
Ooh. Ooh. Jesus. She's a killing machine.
Guys, we're seriously out of time here.
No!
What did you do?
Yeah, I figured. Ooh. Uh-oh. Run!
Anybody see Zemo?
We are outgunned, outmanned,
Outnumbered, outplanned.
Living here? I thought we were gonna go left. You went the wrong way. It's supposed to follow me. It's in every action movie.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh!
Boom, baby.
Oh!
Oh, look at that.
He's been impaled.
Why did he put the mask on? Just to take it off?
Supercharged. You're not gonna move your seat up, are you?
You dick.
Power broker's about to come back in.
So we just have the one fight ahead of us then. Don't take those odds. Maybe you get to be a teacher after all this is over, right?
Good luck.
You said that Sam and Bucky were here on the same day this happened?
Correct. You don't think they had anything to do with them getting out, do you?
Thank you.
So,
That would have been obvious.
think Sam and Bucky would have broken it down like Zemo out of prison. So I think what happens next isn't a strictly on the books type thing, is it, Kat?
Lamar, if we get the job done, you really think they're going to sweat us on the how?
Not you, Madani. She's a refugee. Yeah.
You're going to be under scrutiny because you're working with the government.
Maybe I shouldn't have put it in a museum. Maybe I should have destroyed it. Well, that sure represents a lot of things to a lot of people, including me. It ain't gonna be Walker, so before you go and destroy it, I'm gonna take it from him myself.
Yeah, that's gonna go well.
Please, Zemo. Now.
Ooh.
There's the people in there.
This is the only language these people understand.
Well.
Any sympathy I had for you went out the window.
Don't suppose any of you bother visiting the memorial.
We were a little busy.
Why would you? We're here. I'm gonna go on a walk.
But
You good?
really?
See you guys in a minute.
That's not suspicious or anything.
I was wondering when you were gonna show up.
Oh, hey!
Huh. Ooh, she gonna beat his ass.
Maybe Bucky was planning for this.
Imagine once word got out that Zemo had escaped, Wakanda would have been all over it. Frankly, I'm surprised they didn't try to commission the prison to send him over to them just to get justice.
I'm guessing there were a lot of negotiations.
Yeah, I guess the exchange was German government gets Zemo and they get the Winter Soldier. So kind of all panned out. Okay, well that was something. I know Zemo was on their side for this episode, but I still feel like this is all, he's gonna turn on them.
Oh, yeah. And they know it.
Yeah.
They know it.
He already offed that one guy who, made the serum, which I understand because he despises the whole concept of the super soldier serum, so, makes sense. But even then, I'm surprised he didn't run after that. He actually saved their asses and brought them to the next destination.
I mean, he probably needs them.
Yeah.
To, for what he needs to do.
Is it just me, or was this episode kind of, shot differently?
In terms of...
Because this felt like more out of an action flick, more out of, one of those spy thrillers or something. With all the underground clubbing and, the, the fast-paced, odd angles and all that.
I mean, it did have kind of that thing with the city.
Because I kept thinking, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift or something like that.
Again, I'll take your word for it. I mean, it definitely takes more time to focus on, Sam and Bucky versus, the last few, well, at least the last one, which kind of split time between, them and John Walker.
Yeah, 'cause this was, like, all over the place. I mean, I know they wanted to give, decent time to everyone. It kind of felt like whiplash a bit, like we're going back and forth. Because the last one, like, we were just with, Sam and Bucky. It was, like, linear. But now with this, it's like we're going from them to Johnny Walker to Carly to, it just felt like, whoa, what's going on? It's like, whoa, flashback.
Like I said, though, I think they spent the majority of the time, with Sam and Bucky, so it didn't really feel like we were getting tossed around between characters. I mean, there was the odd occasion where we, see the Flag Smashers. We saw two, like, at the very beginning we see John Walker, and then it's not till much later that he comes back when he, visits the prison.
I will say, once again, it is very convenient how Zemo's plan carried out. Because I just love how, in the time that it took Bucky to explain the plan to Sam, Zemo had already broken out and showed up by the time he finished.
Oh, I'm sure that's what Bucky was counting on.
Oh my god. Once again, everything conveniently had to go, the way it did in order for that to happen. That seems to be a theme with Zemo. And of course, he just happens to be rich. I mean, I guess that explains how he had the resources he did and, like, the means to pull off everything.
He's Baron Zemo. If that name doesn't tell you that he has wealth.
I'm just saying, in a world full of superheroes and villains, half the time those are just titles. You don't expect them to actually have, like, the means to back it up. But at least they can travel around in style now.
Yeah.
It's hard to, like, dissect everything one by one. Because, like, again, so much happened, but it was, like, all over the place. It's hard to keep focus. I guess I will talk about Sharon Carter, though. We knew she was coming back.
Yep.
And, man, I feel bad for her.
Mm-hmm. She got screwed over.
Again, I figured she'd be like they were, the 2 years they were on the run before Infinity War happened. But I didn't expect it to be, that bad. Because, I mean, the others at least got pardoned by the government after Endgame, but her, no. Like, that's really not fair.
No, not at all. And, it adds insult to injury when, the guy that basically caused all that is now working with Sam and Bucky and shows up right in front of you, and you have to save them all again.
I know, that was fucking insult to injury.
I would, if I were Sharon, I would be much more pissed. I wouldn't even have bothered to save them, honestly.
I know, I'm surprised she helped them at all.
Yeah.
She really had no reason to. Like, these are the people that essentially destroyed her life.
Like, I get it, she's probably, doing it for, Steve, but that ship kind of sails when the guy that Steve was actively fighting is now working with them.
Plus, you could tell that she's, like, completely jaded now when it comes to the whole superhero, like, thing. Trying to, like, help them for the greater good, because where did it get her? Like, it's honestly not fair. And
no.
I think it was kind of a dick move for Sam to say, oh yeah, I'm going to get you pardoned. How?
You can't even get a bank loan.
He's lucky that he got pardoned
Yeah.
for after what happened in Infinity Wars. And they expect her to do so, especially after, I mean, she was a freaking S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. And given the whole, Hydra reveal and everything, they were especially testy with anybody who, like, turned out to be a traitor. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, given the circumstances, if the new version of S.W.O.R.D. is up and running, I'm sure Fury has a place for her there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Assuming she wants to take the job.
Yeah, it could be after all that shit when she does get her pardon, she's just like, I quit.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I would not blame her.
I'll go back to being normal.
I would not blame
Tired
her.
of this shit.
It's like, after what she had to put up with, I'm like, yeah, no, I would not blame you if you just want to keep your ass off the grid.
I mean, I do understand, like, it's supposed to be her story as well as Isaiah's story that I guess is going to inspire Sam to realize he made a mistake in giving up the shield and want to go back just so he can help people like this who've been severely screwed by the system. Because look what happened, and it happened to a person of color and it happened to a woman. Like, they both got screwed way worse than any of the other characters who are, you know, white males. Like, if that's not commentary, I don't know what is.
Can't believe Sam freaking brought his cell phone with him. Or at least didn't put it on, like, silent or vibrate while you're working.
He did put it on vibrate. He should have just turned it off. Yeah. Frankly, I'm surprised he even got service being all the way out there. What kind of plan does he have on that phone?
I mean, he is military, so...
True.
I mean, it makes sense, but doing the jobs that he's doing, he would know better than...
You're in a covert operation. Turn off your goddamn phone. And he was doing well, too, like, up until the end when she called him Sam. And that drink he had, like, I know there are certain, like, exotic drinks that include, like, snake venom and stuff, but, ew. And they showed the snake being slit apart. It's like, what the hell, Marvel?
I'm sure no real snakes got hurt in the making.
They better not have, or PETA's gonna be on their ass. And of course, Johnny Walker gives us even more reason to like hate him, even though he only appeared in 2 scenes. It seems to be how he's designed. It's like, okay, we're going to start off by, like, you know, making him seem like you might like him, but then we're just going to compound the interest of how much of a dick he really is.
No, they're building that. They're building that. But what I don't get is, you know, it's like right after Sam and Bucky tell him that, you know, we can do things because we're not attached. You have to answer to more people. It's like, then you go and do things off the books. And you think that nothing's gonna, you know, nobody's gonna have any questions about that.
Does not make sense.
No. You are gonna be under so much scrutiny because you work for the government.
Something tells me if they did allow him to come along, he would be even more unrestrained than he is now. And then we get some backstory on Carly. And again, it kind of fools you almost into, like, being sympathetic for them. And I was thinking, okay, this is a situation where, you know, it turns out that the people we thought were bad guys aren't really bad guys. And then, of course, we saw that scene where she's, you know, talking with her fellow Flag Smasher about, you know, oh, if, like, things were different, she would have been a teacher and whatnot. And, you know, they're trying to, like, get things back to the way they were during the blip. And I get it. Like, during that time, there was probably, like, dictators that vanished and, like, other, like, you know, groups and gangs and stuff that disappeared, too, which allowed people to actually rise up, take back their homes, and actually, like, establish peace until those people came back again. So I kind of understand that. And then they go and they liberate all of the resources that have been hoarded for 6 months. Again, I agree with that. With all the people that's come back, especially in the poor countries, they should not be hoarding that. So I understand her getting that out to give to the people more need. But then everything blows up. Even the guy's like, there's still people in there, and she's like, oh, that's the only language they speak. I'm like, so that means you just let them burn to death as they're tied up helplessly.
It's like she's so far gone at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you want to sympathize her, but nah, she gone. And I think they were raiding that place that was like advertised in the beginning. The organization that, like, the repatriation. Yeah. Like, I kind of figured as much, because you know that, like, there are places like that. They're probably, like, popped up all over the place, trying to give people, you know, the means to get back on their feet as, like, you know, everyone comes back and they're trying to get back to their real lives. You know that some places are going to be, like, assholes about it and be like, oh, well, you only qualify for this much help, or, I don't know, we don't think you'd be able to pay us back for this amount of, you know, food we give you. You know there's going to be places like that, and I feel like this might have been one of those, in which case I'd maybe kind of justify her blowing them up, but we don't know that for sure. I know they've been sitting on it for like 6 months, which, you know, is definitely, you know, suspect, but even then. She's sus. Time to eject her. If I had to wager a guess from what we can expect from here, I'm guessing Zemo is probably going to
hang out with them until they find Carly, because he definitely wants to destroy her, as well as the other people who has the serum. Because we know that that's his main thing, is that he hates super soldiers, so he definitely wants to get rid of them.
But now he's being hunted by both the new Captain America and Wakanda.
Yeah.
So this is
I should have figured Wakanda would show up. They probably have been keeping tabs on Zemo, and now that they know he's escaped, they're definitely going to hunt his ass down and bring him to justice. Which they really should. If Sam and Bucky had any good sense to them, they'd throw his ass over into Wakanda to deal with once this is over.
Oh no, I think that's kind of what they're setting up, because obviously Bucky knew what, he saw the little orbs being laid, so it's like, he knows what's going on. He's probably helping them, or at least, when he was in the process of breaking Zemo out, he was probably trying to work on a way for Wakanda to pick up on it too.
Yeah, because I guess if they conveniently pick him up before the German government does, then oops. So in that case, yeah, clever dog. Or clever wolf.
Nah, I don't think Bucky would just break him out if he didn't have some sort of...
I was going to say, because at the beginning I'm like, dude, you cannot be that stupid.
Nah.
Like, come on. I know he's one of your only leads, but... you really have to have something over him to ensure that he won't betray you. So, I'm guessing if he has the Wakandans, trailing his ass, definitely that's their backup in case anything goes wrong. I'm guessing maybe the whole, that whole, Women's Guard is probably going to be tracking him.
Oh, yeah. And we're at the halfway point, too. So, It's like, this is... We're 3 episodes in. We still got 3 episodes left of this. So, it's like, oh, man, this... how are they gonna draw this out?
I mean, they still have to track down the Flag Smashers, especially Carly. We know the Power Brokers is the one that probably texted her is on her ass. We still have to find out who the Power Broker is, because I thought it was that British woman, but she got shot, so obviously that's not her. Again, we have another bad guy in the shadows we're waiting to see get revealed, in addition to all the other people that are on their tail.
It's Mephisto.
Everything's Mephisto.
Everything's Mephisto.
Everything's Mephisto because the fans want it to be. Everything's Mephisto, even though it doesn't make sense. We also don't know about, if Sharon has let anybody know what's been going on. Also, let's not forget that during the whole, the bar scene where, where Bucky went into Winter Soldier mode.
They were recording
that. Somebody somewhere must have seen that shit. And God forbid if it's the U.S. government and his ass goes back in prison again. Or potentially it's taken down. Frankly, I'm surprised that Johnny Walker didn't throw him back in jail once he refused to help him, because he is the reason he got bailed out. Because he said, he's being taken out in provision that he's helping the new Captain America, but then he turns around and says no, so you think, okay, your ass goes back to jail. But that wasn't the case. So I'm guessing they're counting on him to, lead them somewhere? If I had to guess.
Hard to say. Hard to say.
Yeah, there's so much uncertainty from this point. Again, I don't think this one is as good as the last one, because, again, I'm not a big fan of, the non-linear storytelling thing. I mean, I've seen it done right in certain cases, sort of like Memento, but even then, movies that kind of jump sporadically between everything, not just between characters, but also time periods, I always find that distracting and hard to keep track of. But I'm sure it'll probably be different next episode, because I think they've had, what they're doing, what Mandalorian did, having, different people direct each episode.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so far, it's been good. It's been able to follow. It's just this one was the only one that seemed to, give me a little trouble in terms of following what the hell was going on. I mean, we know where they're inevitably going to end up, assuming they don't pull, a John Cena heel turn or something. So, yeah, and we'll have to wait till next week for the new episode title. But until then, I'm Kat MacBerrie.
I'm Doug MacBerrie.
And watch out for snakes, especially in your vodka. They do not belong there. Who the hell drinks snake venom for vodka?
All these former villains that you see, each of them with shaking knees have announced speed.